What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. I just want to thank everybody who was watching the videos now that I'm back. I'm having a lot of fun making the new channel, making the new content. It's going to be awesome. But with that said, let's talk some more lore. Quick recap of the last video. Titans came, created the universe. Old gods came, started messing everything up. Titans came back, messed up the old gods, made them leave, imprisoned them, killed them, did everything that they do. Titans left, everything's fine, and here we are. One of the small issues I've been having with this channel so far is that there's so much content to cover, there's so many topics to talk about in World of Warcraft that it's really hard to choose what to talk about, but I decided to start from the beginning, so I guess I'll just continue that pattern. So the next big issue that we need to talk about actually comes from these guys, the Pantheon. If you don't remember them, you should be ashamed of yourself. The last video was only a week ago. But anyway, take a closer look at the Pantheon. Do you recognize this guy? Well, you shouldn't, because he doesn't look the same as he did before. That guy's name was Sargeras, and he was the brother of the leader of the Titans. He was also considered their strongest warrior. He was known as Sargeras the Defender or Sargeras the Great Warrior. He was a really powerful dude. Sargeras was put in charge of defending the material realm from anything that it would consider a threat, like demons or something like that. And throughout all of his travels through the known universe, he started becoming depressed and he lost all hope, and he was really just down on himself really bad, and it started affecting his mind in very, very negative ways. Eventually, Sargeras would happen upon a group of vampiric demons called the Nathrazim, also known as Dreadlords. And they're very, very cunning demons. Their forte is trickery and deceit and all sorts of magic that goes along with those types of things. Their main goal in their existence was to undermine the Titans' power. So when Sargeras came to destroy them, they planted a seed of doubt, I guess you should say, into his mind, and it really just started just expanding. And it wasn't a literal seed, but it really drove him insane. And eventually, Sargeras would begin to realize or think that the Titans' work throughout the universe was flawed, and there's no point to trying to gain order in the universe. There was no such thing as true order, and only chaos could bring true freedom to the universe. The guy was pretty messed up. He was like that crazy uncle that every family has. So eventually, Sargeras' madness drives him to not only think that the Titans' work needs to be undone, but he actually begins to destroy planets and just annihilate all life that he can. And he eventually enlists the help of the Nathrazim, the very demons that made him that way, in order to help him do that. So Sargeras begins his campaign to just go out to the universe and destroy all the life in existence. And he's continually recruiting new races of demons and beings that are easily bent to his will. But he finds that his army is lacking in sort of leadership, sort of beings that are cunning enough to make them good, viable leaders in sort of a tactical way, but also desire power as much as he does, to be easily swayed in order to convince them to join him. So Sargeras' travels eventually lead him to the world Argus, which we talked about in the last video, which is the home of the Eridar, now known as the Draenei. He notices that the Eridar are very, very intelligent, and they're very wise, and they're very magically inclined. They're also very eager to gain power, which Sargeras uses to his advantage to get them to come to his side. However, not all of the Eridar are persuaded by Sargeras' offer of power and glory. One in particular, the prophet Velen, who is known to be the wisest of all the Eridar, he kind of sees through Sargeras' his scheme, and with the help of a vision granted to him by the Naru, which are beings of pure light. They're just like the cosmos' most good beings in existence. They're the essence of holy light, basically. The Naru grant Velen a vision of what would actually happen if Velen and his fellow Eridar would accept Sargeras' offer, and he just sees visions of terrible pain and suffering, and he sees grotesque images of creatures that he's never seen before and are just awful to look at, and he sees hundreds and thousands of worlds and trillions of innocent beings being tortured and killed for no reason. It's a very dark, dark vision. So, with the help of the Naru, the remaining Eridar under the Prophet Velen's leadership are now known as the Draenei, or Exiled Ones. They escape Argus on a intergalactic spaceship, if you would believe it, known as the Exodar. And it is now their main city, I guess, in World of Warcraft. However, Velen's two best friends, really closer to brothers actually, Archimonde and Kil'jaeden, were turned to Sargeras' side, and they became beings of incredible power, and they traveled throughout the cosmos, and they were Sargeras' lieutenants in his army, now known as the Burning Legion. And the Burning Legion is really known as the most fearsome fighting force in existence, really, in the entire universe. So, the most powerful army the universe has ever seen, led by the most powerful celestial being that this universe has ever seen. They basically just go from world to world, searching for any forms of life, and Sargeras systematically destroys every world one by one by one. And all the while, Kil'jaeden and Archimonde are searching for their friend Velen to take revenge on him for betraying them. They felt as if he had let them down and run away from his responsibilities, and they felt like he really betrayed his people. So they were searching for him, hunting him, trying to kill him. Every step of the way, though, the Naru would sense the Burning Legion coming, and they would give the Draenei proper warning, and they could escape to the next world on the Exodar. This went on for hundreds of years, just this cat and mouse game, where the Draenei would barely elude the Burning Legion, until finally they came upon a world called Draenor. And that's where this video actually has to stop right now, you guys. It's getting a little long, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Tell me down in the comments if you have any questions or if you like the video. Give me a subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thanks for watching, you guys. As always, YouTube, have a great day.